Maru. Creator, DRG. herO. Most competitive, 1 versus 1 game.
Welcome back, everybody. We are continuing on in the evening here for the GSL. And I got to say, it's been a really great night of games, man. I mean, we had this insane, epic battle to start this off.
This is already the best night for me, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
I mean, I think the games with the creator, they weren't as good, but it's cool to see him actually succeed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, I'm sure you guys have been watching GSL for a long time. We do have some new people that come to the show, but a lot of people that have just been fans for a long time. We're used to seeing Creator not play that well.
Yeah, he's normally like last in his group if he made it into GSL, but here he is, and he looks good. And
it's like the old South Park episodes. The Creator was like Kenny, like he died in every episode.
Yeah.
You know, it was part of the show. And now
he's Spenny, man, and
now he's Spenny, dude. Now he's starting to kill everybody else, and I think DRG is a good milestone for him to pass, right?
Sure.
So that's exciting, man. We've got one more game with Creator later on, but first we're going to go to Dark versus herO. This one should be pretty crazy.
Yeah, and this is a great place for Dark to possibly really secure his lead on the group. And of course, we have Creator Maru and DRG herO. So, some very, very good matches coming up. I'm actually really excited about all these. Okay, what do you think about this set right here? Because,
well, I mean, herO's very good at planning. It's weird because herO's come back and he already looks like really, really strong. Where I do feel like occasionally we get these pros that return and they do seem to be not washed up. That's not the right word. They seem rusty. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But herO came back and he looks great.
Yeah, he's strong.
The thing is, Dark is very, very unkillable for pretty much everybody in the world. So I still think Dark's probably going to take this, maybe 2-1 if herO has a really great performance. But if herO actually just, murders, maybe we're going to have another crazy plot twist for the day, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to, get my head to where herO can be and what he can do to take this against Dark, but it does seem very difficult. I almost feel like he needs to pull out some Mega Cheese at least one game. If he wants to take the series, I think he needs something like a Cannon Rush in there.
Yeah.
And then maybe it's
So.
doable.
Thing is, Protoss have been, I don't know, their early game cheesy opportunities have kind of been sanded down.
They have been a bit.
For
sure.
For better or for worse, but I think probably for worse for someone like herO. Not that herO needs the cheese, but, I feel like all good Protosses have good cheeses. You kind of have to. It's kind of part of the race, right?
You're certainly supposed to.
Yeah, we're going to go to Berlingrad here for map number 1, then Roughneck, and if we get to map 3, Hardwire is where we'll close it out. And this game's ready to go.
2022 GSL Season 1. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Dark.
Still the best part of the dragon.
Dragon Phoenix Gaming, herO.
What is herO going to have for us here?
So we have this drone coming up from the side. What?
Yes. Now, those mineral patches don't have as many minerals as you would think, so this is probably not an expansion.
I was wondering we were going to go with that, where I'm like, Artelis, this is a cheat.
Really tasteless? Thank you.
Dude, this is cool. So, I mean, Dark wants to basically blindside herO early on. Keep in mind, herO thinks he blocked the hatchery.
Yes, he does. And the drone is actually up there, patrolling at the third base. So herO is thrown way off here. He really doesn't know.
Now, is this close enough that a building
No.
could see it?
No.
Yeah.
Just
That's
out
not
of range.
StarCraft 1 vision on those buildings.
Certainly not. They don't just
But
reveal the whole map. So.
Yeah, that probe not pushed to the right either.
Oh, man. Yeah, he brings up that other drone as well and opens a path for his lings.
Num, 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 num.
So it's going to be like a spine push. Yeah. Okay, here come the drones.
And here's the crazy thing. When they make those spines, the minerals just go away.
herO is going to be pretty shocked in a moment here.
I'm looking at herO's face. I think he just realized it.
Yeah, I think so.
It's actually not that easy to notice if you're not really looking for it, you know?
I wonder what the optimal thing is here. Do you
I
do
don't know.
shield battery stalker and try to defend? Okay, Robo.
And he walls perfectly.
Okay, I like it.
But,
Well,
uh-oh.
does get the cancel off on that.
You gotta act fast, man.
Yeah.
Gotta go fast like Sonic.
Oof. I don't know if he's going to be that fast. He's going to lose all his rings in a second here. Well, the shield batteries are doing what they can.
He has to cancel to get the Stalker back in there. And they're all going down for the pylon right now. There's no juice in the battery. Second Stalker's out. Probe's being pulled.
Oh my God. Unpowers.
Oh my God. And there is
that's about it, man.
one pylon in the back.
Yeah.
Everything else is a battery. But I think in that amount of time, you just killed a gateway.
Yeah, it's pretty bad right here, unfortunately. 3 spines is putting out insane damage.
Oh yeah, that's more than the battery can heal it. It shimmies the spines a little bit further forward here.
Well played out build here from Dark, really catching herO off guard.
Yeah, cheesing the cheesy player is definitely one way to do it.
He's trying so hard to get that Immortal out, but it's just going to be too late.
Yeah. And, I mean, this pylon's going to go unpowered. There is one more pylon here to the left, but, I mean, he can just dive on that, like so. GG! Dark takes game 1 with style. That was one for the gamers out there.
Yeah. herO with a little snarl of his mouth there for a moment.
Yeah.
Definitely not happy about that game, shaking his head, yes. He knows what happened. Will he pay it back in kind?
The thing is, when you do that, right, I mean, you pull the rug out from under the player entirely. It's a frustrating way to lose, and you can see herO's feeling it.
Well, none of your plans really did anything there, did they?
Yeah.
And all these ideas what you're going to do with that game, all these different intricate strategies, and suddenly you die to spines.
Roughneck for map 2. I mean, see what happens. I don't think Dark's going to be cheesy again, but he could. Again, he's navigating this group very, very well. He overcame Maru in a very epic way. But in this game, it's been very different so far, in this series, I should say. Guys, game 2 is ready. Roughneck, go, go. Go, go.
Go! 2022 GSL Season 1. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Dark.
Artie,
Yo.
there's a drone moving out at a funny angle here.
Oh boy. You know what? Maybe.
You know what he said to himself? He said, I'm a rebel for life. Oh. And he just, oh no, he's not going to make the hatch there. Oh no. Oh. He's doing it for the gamers again.
Again for the gamers.
Again for the gamers.
He's so thoughtful like that. You know what? I think he saw Ragnarok play. He's like, you know what? I think he figured it out.
Yeah.
This is what we were missing with Zerg all along. You guys thought that Broodlord Infestor and then Swarm Hosts and now Lurkers with Vipers. You thought that these were the ways to play, but they weren't. It was actually Proxy Hatch the whole time.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, this is more on herO's mind. He's going to go check for the third.
Yeah. He's like, you aren't. But you were supposed to make on the square.
Look, starts to sink a gate. That's what you need. Cybernetics core.
Zealot.
Yep.
Zalot.
Zalot.
Zalot. This doesn't work. Zafuel.
What else can he do here, man?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's good, right?
There's a reason why we don't see this every game, so there is a way to stop this.
Oh, for sure.
Unless today Dark broke StarCraft 2, and this is what we're going to have every time. But the disrespect shown here. Second game in a row he does this?
Yeah.
Obviously, that's bad theory, right? I mean, he's basically like, no, I'm actually just better, and I'll just do whatever I want.
Maybe, yeah, yeah. Oh, God. And now he's just expanding to his natural. You know what? Here is something to consider.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem like a bad counter where he just lets this die and you canceled your Nexus and you're chrono boosting out Zealots and you have this extra shield battery and it's like,
yeah, actually,
I mean, I like the position for herO a little bit more, but Dark is very prepared, right?
Yeah.
He knows what's happening.
Well, he just ditches the strat.
Yeah.
It's like he makes it, he's like, okay, by the way, you're one basing right now.
And I think this is just going to come down to how good the counterattack is. Because,
Stargate.
Oh God, Stargate on one base. Okay, I like it.
Now, he didn't see it,
No.
and he won't, because the Lings aren't going to get in there.
Now, I think you have to send Adepts across the map.
I think I was on the same page as you, man. I kind of thought, like, 100% he's just going to make a Nexus, but he's going to actually lean into the situation.
It's not a bad idea. Like, if you make your Nexus and it's like that much later and you kind of have these worthless units, you got to do something with what you made.
Right,
and
yeah.
this is one of the big punishes. Like, against early pools, it used to be you'd get, like, the Zealot or Zealots out, and then you would have a couple of Adepts and you go counter-harass because they're slow Lings. But speed is actually already done. So, yeah, not as good. Wow.
Oh, man. Well, it seems like, you know, he's going to need to get some actual drone kills and do some actual damage if he kind of locked in for a little bit. Even, you know, he did get a second Nexus, but still, you know. Zerg is kind of growing comfortably right now. Nexus is only just now finishing up, by the way. He didn't control his Lings very well there. You got to be careful, you know, a couple of Adepts, that damage can really stack.
For sure. Oracle coming up now. A couple Queens, though, do see it. Nexus is almost finished. They're on the same amount of workers right now.
So the Nexus is going to finish, and then the third hatchery is going to finish a little bit further after that. Goes for a Stasis Ward, but an easy sidestep, right?
Yeah.
And now that Oracle is at half health, it's not doing anything. And gosh, watching Dark bob and weave here with everything that was in the follow-up, it's kind of crazy. Now these Adepts are probably going to have to commit into the main. And, you know, they haven't really killed that many workers yet.
No, mostly just Lings so far. And that's pretty much all it's going to be. Looks like he gets 2 more drones.
Oh. Gets the last Adept. Dude. And
Dark
there's a Spore here, man.
Dark is doing some things very well, but look at the worker count right now.
Is he
He's
the
been
Gamer
below
King?
30 for a long time.
Is he the Gamer King?
Which one?
Dark.
He might be.
He might be. Remember when we used to have kings and that's kind of passe? Let's go back to having monarchies. Let's make Dark our king.
Well, some countries still have monarchies.
Uh-huh.
Great Britain, for instance.
But StarCraft doesn't have one.
No, that's true.
Crazy, man, how well Dark's played this so far. But I think herO still has some opportunities here. He's got a third base coming.
Yeah, and he has 4 oracles, so he has some play defensively with those. He has some play, you know, harassment-wise with those as well. Oh, wow, it turns all of them on? Wow.
Zapping those Lings.
Oh, my God. It's like you want to change the channel and you have 4 remotes.
So he's continuing to roam here, looking for any opportunity. And he's going to come up into the main. That's the plan next.
Ro.10 on the way. Dark has gotten himself up to 50 drones. Blink coming up here for herO. Five gases. I love seeing things like that. He's like, you know what I need is 5 gases. So that's 5 drones, and then you need 3 drones per gas. So it's 20 drone commitment right there to gas. It's like, I need a 20 drone swing towards gas right now.
Oh my god, he keeps it alive.
Ooh, nice.
You know, herO really does have some of the best micro in all of StarCraft 2, and you see why right there.
Yeah, he really does. Like, I guess we haven't talked about that lately, but for a long time it was kind of between him and Party as the micro gods of Protoss.
Yeah, I mean, they're the two Protosses that are the most similar to each other, but now Party's not here. And we've never seen those guys in the same room together. I mean, who knows, you know? Yeah. Is it
if
true
I go
that,
to YouTube and type in herO versus Parting, I will find 20
so.
matches.
Yeah, it's funny how confident you are, but I think if we just put glasses on herO, we're gonna realize it's Parting. Okay?
Oh my god, yeah. And have him on like stilts too, because Parting's a lot taller.
That's right.
Yo, we haven't seen Parting, and he had long hair. Could have cut it.
Yeah, it's the Superman effect. It's like who is Superman? I'm like, can you not recognize faces? What's going on here?
And isn't that funny? He has to go to the military right when herO gets out.
Yeah, exactly. Huh? Funny.
Yeah.
Funny. No, you're right. No, you're right. They're probably two different people. All right.
This is a lot of stalkers.
Yeah.
+1 blink is done. Oracles are still around. This is like, those stalkers can beat the army that Dark has right now.
Well, he's going to see this coming. Oh. Get wrecked, Zerglings.
Yeah. They're not having a good time there at all. Back to the rocks. 71 drones. So, I mean, Dark has an insane economy right now, but is he going to be able to hold this without too much damage?
Some of the best micro in StarCraft 2 inbound here. If he just ekes out enough damage, he could swing the fight, maybe.
Charge and +2 coming up. A lot of roaches are starting to be created right now. I like that he's trying to take down the tumors so that he can have a little bit better chance here against the incoming swarm, but he can't attack right now.
No.
Like, he can roam a little bit on the edge of the creep because he has blink, so he can get away. Because this is like a Roach Ravager army, so it can't really chase the stalkers. But if he commits at all, he's going to be in so much trouble.
Yeah, he cannot overextend here. But he's got a 4th base. That's the same number of bases that Zerg has. And this might be all he needs to do is basically stay back, you know? Zealot's going to come in here. They are going to overwhelm these roaches, but I don't feel like this is a tremendous win on either side here. I mean, the Zealot count is going to diminish, and I don't think you care if you trade roaches in for Zealots. I mean, they're both units that are made to trade into each other, so it's not like, you know, it's a big deal. And I think the core army, which is the Stalkers, they've been chased off. The Zealots do breach over into the natural, but they kill 5 drones.
Yeah, not that much. I think he was trying to use this. You know, there was a lot of potential there with that, especially with the Stalkers trying to counterattack elsewhere. And it didn't go as well as he was hoping for, but I don't think it was like a terrible idea. It was, the idea had merit.
It's not bad, but I think the counterattack might be a lot better here. I mean, right now, because he's been forced to power up with roaches, he's going to organically have a counter to come over here and try to hit these bases.
Right now, hero's on like pure Stalker. He is starting to add some High Templars. We see more Zealots being made at home. I tell you what, if he somehow could wiggle a couple Disruptors out, what shape he would be in. He's actually on 72 workers. He's got his 4 bases. He's taken a 5th base. Look at how he's playing this. This is like...
Yeah, this is really
very
different.
Very like tempo-oriented, where he's so in the face of Dark that he's actually out-expanding him.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. He's playing like he's a Zerg.
Yeah. This can fall apart, though, because he has... None of his units actually have like long-term value. Stalkers are just like, yeah, I don't know, you micro them as good as you can, haha. You know, it's not the end-game unit. Now he's coming from the other side, another good fungal. Some good files go down as well. He's losing a lot of these Stalkers. Look at this, he's down 70 supply. He's got 5 bases, but he's down 70 supply. If he just had anything other than gateway units, and that's the thing, you can't, this is so hard to do without just putting all of your money into the gateway units, but if you could get a few Void Rays or a few Disruptors, he would be in very good shape. Can he? If he just keeps making these gateway units, though, I think that Dark will just weather it. There's 13 more charge slots being made. So many units are following his Stalkers.
Yeah,
he's bringing on a goose chase right now.
Yeah, this is the thing. He doesn't care about these Stalkers as much as he just wants the Zerg to kind of go on this wild goose chase, trying to catch up to him. And I feel like he actually just did it.
Yeah, maybe. He's breaking through down here. These Zealots are doing some damage as well. The Queen's getting pulled back.
One of the coolest games we've ever casted, because I've never quite seen anybody play like this. But like as I'm watching it, like wrinkles are forming in my brain.
But for which side? Because I still think Dark is going to hold this and stabilize.
Artosis, no matter who wins this, we have wrinkly brains.
That's true.
We're done, all right?
But only because our brains are old.
Yes, old and smooth. Yes. Before this cast, our brains all looked like those rocks you skip across a pond.
Yeah. Oh, another good fungal goes down. These fungals are awesome.
These fungals are wrecking.
A lot of drones have died.
Yeah.
24 drones died. Maybe herO can... No. Look, he's got 18 army supply.
The thing is, if he can keep
How many times do you have to make 13 Zealots to win this game?
13 times. Easy question, man.
Beetlejuice.
That's right. I've never casted a game quite like this.
No, it's.
This is why RTS is so good as a genre. Like, you can get so many unique situations. It really is like the esport genre that ages like a fine wine.
But we got a lot of Kool-Aid drinkers out there, Tasis, unfortunately.
That's right. In a world of Kool-Aid drinkers, what are you supposed to do with your fine wine aged game?
Well, some people try to mix the Kool-Aid with the wine.
Yeah.
And people love that taste. It's called League of Legends. And that's cool, man.
Yeah. Mixing Kool-Aid with wine. I like that. I mean, I don't think that herO can lose as long as he gets the proper army. No, I seriously mean that. Like, Dark is staying back, and Dark is going to need to attack, but we're at a point where there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases versus a 4-base Zerg.
Yeah. I will cede to that point, but we have a maxed out Dark, and it's like 20 Zealots, 10 Stalkers, 2 Archons, 5 Oracles. It's such a bizarre army. It's a bizarre army, but he just threw down 2 Robos. He's at 90 probes. 90. This is the day of 90 workers. But the double Robo gives me like a hell of a lot of hope. If he just gets a few Robo units.
Good Colossi, yeah. Get some Disruptors.
Disruptors would be God tier. Immortals would be God tier here.
This map is funny as well. It's like, I don't know if that's just because this game is so exceptional, but it does seem like you can turtle really hard on one side, but then there's this weird opportunity that opens up where you get to take actually the whole map instead of just one of the sides that are open.
herO's on 6 base now.
Yeah.
6 against 4. This is so strange, this game. I love it. This is just what I needed tonight, Tasteless, was this game. Just to top off everything that we've already seen. This absolutely wild style that we see out of herO. Look at this. He made 2 Robos. He's making... Okay. He was making like 1 Prism out of 2 Robos. I'm like, okay, that's great. But now he's adding Stargates and a Fleet Beacon. Like, he's just getting everything, man. With 90 probes, why not? Look at his income. It's over twice that of Dark's. And this race doesn't even have mules.
It's crazy, man. Oh, he's going to chase these Zealots out. It's interesting to see how patient Dark has been with this, too.
Yeah, it's like he's looking for his critical mass. He's got his critical mass, but now he's going high.
Wow, Zealots are not good units against that.
Well, that's the thing. Like, these gateway units over time, like, when the armies get big enough, what are you going to do with them?
Right, he's looking for a fight, but this is a lot to try to tear his way through. He is sacking some probes, by the way.
Oh, I want to see him turn on one Oracle and send it on the Infestors, because Fungals are the only defense he has against them. See?
Oh my God.
He Fungals them all. Like, those could actually really help here, but he needs to split them so that Fungals don't just destroy. Okay, he's just giving up the base, which is fine.
Well, carriers, dude, this isn't going to come out in time, I don't think.
Well, he's got enough gateway units to hold on. Look at this, a counterattack. He's making Immortals. I think he'll get the carriers.
Yeah, I guess
like a
you're
base
right.
dies, and look at this. This giant Roach Ravager army goes home.
The thing is, there's so many bases available right now for herO.
Okay, he gets the Roach Warren, which actually might almost be a good thing for Dark, because it's going to reset his mental, right?
Reset his mental.
You got to reset your mental here, because if you're still making roaches and carriers are popping out, that's not good.
He can hit that top right base and push the...
Does Dark know about the top right?
He actually might not. I mean, that's actually a good point that you mentioned that. Like, I think nobody expects the Protoss to be able to get other bases. He might even think he's getting ahead in bases. Oh my God. A lot of Oracles getting dropped here.
Okay, that's a lot of Infestors. We are hitting Wings of Liberty level Infestor counts. Cool. And look at that, the Oracle pushes him back so he warping Zealots. Ouch!
Meanwhile, he's going to attack into this base now as well. Oh my God, the Fungals are insane.
Oh, and the Biles as well. Very painful. Okay, an okay Disruptor hit.
Yeah,
the Biles are so much. Dude, he needs to knurl that and warp in Roaches to defend this.
All right, another Fungal. Let's go. Oh my God. It's gonna save the Hive in time.
Dude, we need, like, I wish we didn't have herO's camera on right now, and then we turned on, he had sunglasses on. That's the only thing that would make this game better.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a tough one to top. I wish we could do a vision check and just be like, does he know about the top right?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Never see Protoss expand at this rate.
No, this is the most bases we've ever seen anyone take this quickly, even quicker than SOS ever did anything, really.
Yeah.
It's 39 drones against 78 probes.
He just doesn't know, man.
Yeah, I think he doesn't. He split the Roaches.
Oh, he knows.
Maybe he knows now.
Never mind.
If he doesn't know, he's gonna know.
Yeah. Now, the bottom left base is also being hit with Zealots.
Yeah, that's going to be picked off. And the main army here, very carrier heavy, pushing forward a bit. He's going to go ahead and put the money into defend this, or the time rather.
So he forces a recall up there. I think herO can take this, man.
Yes.
I mean, it's, you know.
I think herO's got it now.
It's like herO was so ahead in the race that he's lapping him. You know what I mean?
I think there was maybe an opportunity for Dark. I would like to go back and see when he figured out about top right. Like, maybe we would have seen him, because he maxed out and sat for a while, when he actually maybe had an opportunity to kill a base off. And if you kill even one base this game, I think the entire game looks different. Like, herO won on the back of just having a massive economy. He almost played this game like Dark plays Zerg vs. Terran.
Yeah.
We're just like, yeah, I have so much. Here comes even more Zealots.
Zerg's got time to grow, but I worry that this death ball that's coming from herO might just be too much.
I don't know how you stop those carriers with this army. Like, you have to get the Fungals and the Biles, which is,
well,
it's doable, but with this many Disruptors in there, it's tough.
Yeah.
Maybe knurl a Disruptor and kill the others.
If you do get the Fungals and the Biles, you've done a complete supply reset here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like, if he can knurl a Disruptor and blow up the other Disruptors, that seems like it would be very... Okay, he gets one already.
Down.
Nice. It's just, the Disruptors make it, like, hard to get the value, right? If those weren't there, he could just run forward and kill this army, probably.
He's not really making any headway here.
Not too much, but it's 48 drones. How are you? He's still on 4 base.
Yeah, I mean, herO basically has the winning lead. He's got control. You can see he's growing into these vacant spots on the map pretty easily. But you know, again, this seems to be an extremely turtleable map in all the matchups so far.
Some lurkers are being added in. We haven't seen Vipers. I think we need to. Like, you have to get so efficient. Look, he's getting ready for batteries and cannon stasis. It's going to be one of those. You know what? And I appreciate how herO's playing it. Because he's like, okay, I just need to not throw this. And the only way to really throw it from here, I think, is to attack into the spread out mass infestor Ravager, right? That's like, that's how you screw this up.
Yeah, I mean, an overextension here, it's like sticking your hand in a lion's cage or something. Oh my God, this is so crazy. So he's gonna just cannon up and battery. He's caging the beast in.
He is. There's Vipers on the way.
He's going to turn Dark into a zoo animal.
And he's getting up into Tempest Tech as well, which is very good to see, because I think Tempest is the ultimate pushing tool.
More wrinkles on our brains.
Good fungals. Hey, do you miss Infested Terrans?
Infested Terrans, man.
Yeah. Do you miss them, right?
A throwback, yes.
Do you wish that we could just see 50 Infested Terrans come out and kill that army?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be grand?
That would be peak StarCraft 2. That's what's wrong with this picture, Artosis.
Yeah.
Is where are the Infested Terrans coming out?
So Dark, I mean, eventually has to get another base. He is being as efficient as you ever could be.
These disruptor shots are getting crazy.
He's actually dodging them so well. Some good yoinks as well.
I mean, these 4 bases for Zerg are going to mine out, right? I mean, they have to.
He's got almost nothing left. But Tasteless, when you look at it, the Biles are like a base, you know? If he just keeps killing stuff with them, it's taking money from his opponent, so there you go.
This is so crazy. Is he going to try to harpoon maybe one of these in here? Zip, zap, zip, zap. We're just looking at each other like, all right.
Well, Dark is, you know, he really wants to win this game.
Dark, yeah, that's going to get him.
May as well, I guess.
All right.
That split!
Someone
it's really
tell Dark
good.
to GG. This is...
I think he's got this game.
You think he's going to come back?
He's coming back.
He just has to kill this army.
He needs a Nidus Worm, Tasteless. That's the key here.
Look at the minerals at the bottom of the screen for Dark.
Yeah, it's not so good.
Yeah.
He's being outmined by 5 times. Very hard for them to kill each other, huh?
Yeah. Well, I think one of them is dead, Artosis. I think we know who's won this. Stark is, you know, not going to get another base. herO's running the clock, and he's pretty much hard-locked him out of any other opportunities.
Yeah, the amount of efficiency that we need to see from Dark to win this is more than we've ever seen from anyone.
Well, he barely has the money for a hatchery if he wins the fight. Is one way to look at it.
So you're saying he has the money for a hatchery?
I'm saying he has a chance. It's like that scene in Dumb and Dumber. You're saying I've got a chance. All right. Oh!
All right, Dark he's forcing the issue. Well,
are we gaming?
We're gaming. Are we gaming? Is he killing everything? Only one carrier remains. Zealots being warped in, though. Uh-oh. Trying to get away from those Zealots. Festers come out to the front. Oh, is he going to get the carrier? He does get the carrier. Both of them falling dramatically in supply here.
So many cannons to try to tear through here.
And here we go, Tasteless.
I cannot even believe this.
Okay. And he still is mining anyways. He didn't even need that base yet.
Nice.
Tasteless, he doesn't even need this yet.
I can't believe this. And now what is Protoss remade?
A Tempest.
Okay.
Tempest is going to be good here.
It's a start.
Yeah. He's catching the probes that go through.
And what about herO's bases? How many have actually mined out?
Let's see. So his first 5 bases are empty. So bases 6, 7, and 8 have minerals.
Oh, not going to get that
But
closure.
base 6 looks like it's low too, actually.
Yeah.
He actually isn't mining that much, I think. Yeah, look at his income. It's only plus 1K.
He's going to take that bottom left base down there. And he's going to try to push it again. Now, remember that Dark was maxed out earlier. He's not now, and he's he's a ways away from maxing out as well. Whereas herO is essentially maxed out. And he's going to try to push through here. So not the same complex army on either side, but I think a stronger one overall here for herO.
Oh, no doubt. His army is so much better. So much better. But Dark is so good in these turtle positions. Look at the units lost. 25K to 40K. This looks so much like when Dark played Maru on this map.
I can't believe we're in this game. I just can't believe Dark got out.
Yeah.
I mean...
But look at the amount of High Templars. Like, he can feed back for 1,000 years. And he's got Tempest, so he can just, like, start sieging everything.
He's going to try to push up here. One mining base and another one coming, Artosis. We're about to have every expansion filled up here. This time it's Lurkers defending.
Man, if Dark gets that base as well, gets them both droned up, that would be pretty sick. He's only at 31 workers, though. Look at the amount of High Templars here. And Disruptors and Carriers and Temps. This army is silly in how efficient it can be.
You know, herO's sitting here like, I can't believe we're still in this game. So many Lurkers. herO's got to be careful.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, man, now that this base is up and a new one's taken, there's going to be a lot more momentum over here for Dark.
Oh my god, he almost killed a bunch of those Tempests.
He's on 2 bases. Top right mined out, by the way, for herO.
Yeah, yeah. His first 5 bases are gone. Base 6 low. 7 and 8 have decent, but he's actually not saturated at base 8. And there's no base 9.
Oh my god, he gets another one.
Tasteless.
Already?
They are similar in supply right now.
This is insane to me.
There's more army supply for Dark. If Dark wins this, what were you saying before? He's the King Gamer?
He's the Gamer King.
Gamer
We're going to
King.
go back to monarchies. His bloodline is better than ours.
Oh, well, I already know that.
Yeah.
This guy has won multiple GSLs, Tasteless. You and I are clowns next to him. We are his jesters.
Yes, we are his court gestures. Okay, so he's going to power up again. Now, notice that the minerals at the bottom of the screen, guys, they're pretty even now. So if we have another exchange where Dark can whack down this army, it's going to be huge. And keep in mind, there's 2 fully mineral gas-rich bases that Dark has taken here.
Biles sending back more Tempests being made. I think, yeah, herO's just getting so efficient here with the... Like, look at his army. It's pretty wild. He's also 10 oracles this game.
Okay, he's going to come out and attack in here again. Lurker's going to scoot back. He's looking for another opportunity. Another fungal. Here we go! Oh, crazy feedbacks with the Biles connecting.
Yeah, some of the Tempests go down, but does he have enough to do that again?
I don't think he does. I don't think he has an Infestor that has energy.
Yeah, he's got 3 Infestors total. 2 of them we can see, and they're very low. He's trying to zone with the vials, but his anti-air is sorely lacking.
He's almost maxed out.
He
Dark
is
is almost maxed
he is.
out. It's crazy to me.
It's just his army doesn't really shoot up very well. Like 15 lurkers. Even if he had 20 lurkers, they wouldn't shoot up.
No, unfortunately, the number of lurkers you have does not help with that situation. You can't make them like stand on each other's shoulders and stack them up.
Now that would be truly creative. I'd give that some up TLOs. Okay, this is a sick lurker run-up, but the storms are there, and he actually doesn't lose that much. Look at this, he's killing the whole ground army, but the air army remains. No more ground. Look at this, what does he have that shoots up? He has like 4 spores and a few queens.
Well, if he has 3 infestors making, does he have enough for a fungal? He's going to see where that infestor is.
He must have pathogen glands, right? Ooh, okay. But he doesn't even have enough Ravagers to do anything.
GG. herO
takes a game.
In an insane game, takes it.
That was actually a super cool game. The end like slowed down to this weird crawl where Dark became the most efficient gamer, and like we were talking about that against Maru even, where like he can do that. He is so good low econ.
Yeah.
Like he's really the best. But the way that herO played that, where he was like pure gateway units, pure pressure, went up to 90 probes on like 6 base against 4 and just kept attacking. That's wild. We never see that ever. So this was a gem of a game.
It's crazy to see that like Dark is like, I know what to do, it's fine. And actually wriggles free from like what looked so unwinnable. So, it looked like the game was so over, and then he actually breaks out. It's like, oh my God, is this why you're a world champion? Whoa,
Yes.
Craziness.
100%. Crazy game, awesome game.
Hardwire is where we're gonna wrap this up. What a series so far, and we're only halfway through the games today, guys. All right, I think Dark wants a restroom break. Artosis today, tonight is awesome.
Well, everything is epic. Like everything is epic. We're seeing like
Yes.
completely new strats. We're seeing long epic macro games. We're seeing like the most cost efficiency we've ever seen. Although it seems like those players that are being super cost efficient are not able to hold on against the overwhelming power of their opponents being on twice as many bases. But it has been a wild night so far, and we're really like this is match 3 of 5. So we got a lot left going on.
We got plenty more StarCraft 2 for you guys. I want to point out this series started with the cheese from Dark, an extremely short game, and then he did the same opening again in Game 2. I don't think he's going to do it again in Game 3, but I just want to put that out there. It's been a very unusual beginning of each game for Dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually completely forgot that that's how we opened up.
I almost forgot too.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Does he go for a proxy hatch again? It can't be.
I think so.
I think if I'm herO, 100% I go for hatch block, just to bait it out. Let's do this.
Yeah, I mean,
one more time.
There's no way that he would do this strat again. There are other cheeses he certainly could do, but I'm so impressed with herO playing that way to keep like the stalker pressure on and then just take the whole map.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like any game we've seen. I mean, you can see the herO is thinking about the whole way the game works in a way that nobody is even tinkering with.
That's right. That's right. And obviously he had a bit of a lead after some certain pressures that he did. And well, the whole beginning was so complicated to try to unfold exactly where it was at because
we'd probably need
Dark
to go
into
back and look at it.
speedlings. Yeah. But just a fascinating game. And I really hope we can see more PVZs like that. I don't think we will, but I really would love it.
We're ready. Dark is back from his break. herO stretching his neck. It's a marathon of a night tonight, Artosis. And, I mean, you got to remember, Dark just played that, like, 1.5-hour series against Maru, and then has that insane over a half-hour game here against herO. He's got to be exhausted. It's crazy.
Absolutely, you're right about that.
A night of stamina here, guys. Hardwire's loaded up. Dark versus herO. Let's find out who wins.
2022 GSL Season 1. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Dark. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, herO.
I am ready, whatever may come here. I hope that this is another epic, awesome game. But at this point, the amount of long games we've had, Tace, is
Oh, it's crazy, man.
yeah.
But let's bring it on, man. I mean, these have all been great series so far. A lot of different ideas introduced. I think some of this comes to the map Roughneck as well, by the way, making for some great games, actually.
I've enjoyed it so far.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't
very
like it
different.
actually when we put it in the pool.
Yeah.
I kind of thought it wasn't a fun-looking map, and now I'm like, oh no, this is very cool.
Yeah, just the 4 base in that area, the little tiny chokes are kind of interesting. I'm totally digging Roughneck so far.
So we don't have any weird, offensive hatch to start things off.
Which is weird in and of itself.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
High percentage of Zerg games this season have been offensive hatchery. We've had 6 offensive hatchery games.
But that doesn't mean that we won't have something aggressive here from Dark. He does like to occasionally dial it up and do something. But again, herO's got a very creative, aggressive style as well. I think that's why when we have these two guys playing against each other, they really do make for really exciting games.
For sure. Robo opener. Is it going to be disruptor drops?
Maybe.
That's what it looks like.
I mean, we saw this earlier with the DRG game where Creator was scouted. Now let's remember, if you scout the build, it's way worse than if you can actually surprise them with this. In a world where all the Protosses are going for a Stargate early on, to sneak out a disruptor drop build right away, I think it's pretty clever. Because the defenses that a Zerg needs to deal with that are entirely different. And a lot of times you can follow this up with a push, although we saw Creator just kind of stay back and power.
Well, it looks like the Overlord is actually going to get in. He's making Observer first.
Oh, this is like what we joked about.
I think the Observer has some interesting usages, right? Like, you don't actually get detection that early with Zerg, and you might be able to clean up a little bit of creep. Yeah, like,
that's a good point.
You have Adepts around, you have a Prism coming out next, so, like, you could bring a couple units and just kill a couple tumors here and there. I think it's cool.
Snipes that.
I like it. I like
Only
that
losing
move.
shields too. Very cool.
And guess who helped him get that? The Observer.
The Observer.
Although if it was a Prism, he wouldn't have had to recall.
All right. And then he goes right into the Disruptor play, despite the Robo Scout.
Well, he saw it was an Observer, so maybe he's like, oh, it's an Observer rush. I've heard about
for
this.
Observers.
Whoa.
Got to get my Overseer to snipe him.
So that Prism speed, not yet halfway done. Observer just making its way across the map.
So, he's going to be back for a little bit, but, again, is this going to be just a little bit of harass with the third base? Is he going to be going for some kind of powered up play and trying to push out? I don't know.
Well, we see a Twilight, so I'm guessing he's going to go Blink with it.
Yeah, makes sense.
That would be the most likely thing.
Disrupt, Warp Prism Disruptor and Stalkers, they kind of complement each other. Okay, doesn't get a good shot off on there.
No, that wasn't very good, was it?
No. Well, it literally just didn't do anything, so yeah, it's bad.
Damaged the hatchery a little bit.
Oh, it's that, yeah. People coming after me on Twitter for that one, no doubt. No, it's, yeah, it hasn't really done anything yet. And again, it's always better if this tech is a surprise. So it's going to be a setup for a third base. You know, one of the problems is that the Disruptor has to be on the ground while the shot's fired out, so it's a little bit harder to pick him up and run away.
Well, he's scouting around with it. I mean, the Speed Prism definitely can do that. Hey, that was a pretty good hit. I like that. A couple drones really damages some queens, which will force a couple transfusions.
There's a skeleton of a giant infestor down there. Did you see that?
Oh my God! Can you imagine a
giant infestor fossil?
Just easier to feed back that way.
It's got way more mana.
It's like you research Neuroparasite with that, but it actually kills units
yeah,
instead it takes control.
Splits their head open.
All right.
Okay, so 2 drones, not bad.
Does he know about the Spire? I think he hasn't actually seen it.
Yeah, and that could be the ace up Dark Sleeve here.
But it has to be in the back of your mind. All right, Lost Stalkers walking across the map. Hey, it's 10 mutas. Oh, okay. Disruptor plus 13 Stalkers. Like, this is a little bit scary right now. Warping in some more. A couple more Disruptors coming up. Dude, this is dangerous. Like, the mutas aren't just going to free win against that.
Well, I think there's more Stalkers at this point in time than there are mutas, but if he gets a good surround, I mean, how many blinks are you going to have?
And he goes after the Prism, good move, but all the ground is being kind of wrecked there. It looks like enough Lings are coming out. Oh, he gets another good hit with the Disruptor there. And he has a pylon back up here for some more Warpins. Beautiful foresight here.
Yeah, the Queens are extremely low, and this last shot's going to wipe them out. That's it. herO does it.
Wow.
So cool.
That is pretty cool for sure. herO picks up the win. A very strong attack there. That backup pylon won the game for him. Because Dark saw the Prism, he jumped on it. It was a great call. And if there was no more Warpins, he kills the entire army as ahead. Instead, there's a Warpin pylon. He just barely gets broken.
herO is so clever, man. He's such a tricky opponent. It's just like it's hard to, because you see the Warp Prism, you're like, okay, if I kill that, this attack stops. We'll recuperate after that. And then the Stalkers keep warping in, and Dark doesn't realize until it's too late. He overextended.
Yeah. Very well done by herO. Brings in some very cool plans here today, and that's a big victory for him.
Guys, short break. Creator vs. Maru coming up next. We'll see you soon.